Rupert.
Hello.
What's up?
Where is everybody?
What do you mean?
Well, you said you wanted me to help and get 3 Musketeers. And there's 1, and you be the 2, but where's Blooper or Cheese or George?
No, Rupert. We're going to make 3 Musketeers.
That's what I said, Musketeers.
No, 3 Musketeers, the candy bar for Halloween.
Oh!
Hey everybody, my name is Patrick, and this is my helper.
I'm Rupert.
He's Rupert. He's a Musketeer for today, but we are here to make 3 Musketeers, or a facsimile thereof. This 3-ingredient recipe really does taste like the traditional candy, and we are going to be making it in a little fun size. Yeah, so that you can go trick-or-treating, and maybe you can share that with your friends.
Yay!
That's great. So hang on, we will show you the ingredients and how to make this. So what do you think are in a 3 Musketeers?
Chocolate.
Chocolate, that's right. So you're going to use a couple of packages of candy melts, depending on how big you want these to be. Oh, I didn't mean to cover you.
Oh, sorry.
And then what else?
There's the filling.
There's the filling. And the filling for this is made up of 7 ounces of marshmallow fluff.
You know, to make a fluffernutter?
That's the same stuff you use to make a fluffernutter.
Yep. Make another fluff.
And fluffernutter was actually invented in Massachusetts, where Rupert and I are from.
Yay.
And then mixed with the 7 ounces of marshmallow fluff is going to be 2/3 of a cup of any type of chocolate spread you like. I'm using this Hershey's, but anything that's just chocolate spread and not something that involves nuts. But if you wanted a different flavor, you could use Nutella or something else like that.
It makes the nougat.
It makes the nougat.
The nougat center.
The nougat center.
Yay.
To make these candies fun-sized, appropriate for trick-or-treating, you probably don't want to hand these out at Halloween time. You should be giving out wrapped candies if you're giving out candies at all. And remember that there are a lot of kids who have peanut allergies, so it might be good to hand out candies that are as allergy-free as you can get. So research that if you want to. But we're going to be using this silicone mold for all of the pieces. Now you can make these candies by spreading out the chocolate in a baking dish, letting that set, then putting down the other layers and then dipping them. That's a lot of extra steps for me, and if you can just pick up a little tray like this, then you will do pretty well. I'm going to take a couple of the candy melts and I'm going to put 2 or 3 in each one of the squares. This allows me to melt it right in the silicone mold right here, and it means I don't have to have another bowl in which to mix this and then pour it. It'll be a lot neater. Again, you can just melt these according to the package directions for as long as it takes for it to be pourable, and then you can spread it out over a baking dish. I just find that this method is going to be a little bit neater, a little bit easier for us to make the candy in. So I'm just going to put a couple, maybe 2, maybe 3. Now that you have the tray filled, I'm going to just move this into the microwave, and I'm going to microwave it on high for about 30 seconds at a time, just until it's melted. Once it's melted, what I'll do is I will spread all of this chocolate out so that it can be a very thin layer on top, and it still goes up the sides a little bit, and that will hold the filling, the 3 Musketeers like filling that goes into it, and then we can cover it on top with some more melted chocolate. Once the chocolate is out of the microwave, you're going to notice that it's still holding its shape, but if you move it around a little bit with a spoon, you will see that it is melted. These candy melts actually do quite well. They do hold on to their shine, and they work really nicely with this kind of easy candy recipe. You don't have to temper it. You don't have to worry so much about tempering it as much as with some other chocolates. Pure chocolate can sometimes be a little fussy, but I find these candy melts work a little bit better. So you're just going to spread this out. Once you've done spreading this out a bit, it also helps if you just tap this on the bottom a bit. This is also going to spread the chocolate out a lot more evenly across the bottom of this, gets out any air bubbles, and now you're ready to just pop this in the fridge. Probably take about a half an hour or so for this to cool down completely. What you want to do is make sure that this is 100% cool, is 100% hardened back up so that you can put the candy filling on top. For the filling, you're going to take your 7 ounces of marshmallow fluff. I have a 16-ounce container, so it's a little bit less than half of this container. And also 2/3 of a cup of this Hershey spread. And you're going to mix the two of these together. You may find it easier to pop this in the microwave for a few seconds to make it a little bit softer. That's fine. You will find that what you are left with is very sticky, very stiff. This is good because the nougat inside of a Three Musketeers bar, traditional one, is very thick and nougaty. If you had anything that actually really oozed out of this, then it wouldn't have the same consistency as what you're trying to recreate. It can be a little bit hard to work with. Like I said, you can pop this in the microwave and make it a little more liquidy if you want to, but this is the consistency you want. Now you may want to put this in the fridge at the same time that your chocolate is cooling. You want this as cool as possible so that when you pour melted chocolate over it, it's not going to melt and spread out. So once your chocolate is nice and solid and your filling has been cooled down, you can now add your filling to the chocolate. Now, if you are working on a basic baking sheet, you could just spread this out and then put it back in the fridge and cut it into squares. Because we're working with these squares right here, I'm actually going to take little tiny rolls of this, little tiny balls, which I have clean hands, and I'm going to put one small one in the center of each one of these squares. The main thing that you want to make sure is that there's room at the top of each one of these to fill in with chocolate, and also room around all 4 of the sides. So you don't want to fill the whole thing with the nougat in the center. You just want to fill it enough so that it has that center to fill around. Next, we're going to take our other candy melts. They'll probably take about a full package, and we're just going to put this into something microwave safe. And we will microwave this until it is melted completely. I would do this in 1-minute increments to start, and then in 30-second increments until it's fully melted. You don't want it to be bubbling, you just want it to be completely melted and pourable. Once your chocolate is all melted, you're just going to pour this over the top of each one of the candies. You can be as careful as you want, or you can do them all at once. I'm going to try to be careful just to save as much of the chocolate as possible. Once you have this all covered in a full even layer, once again, tap that on the ground. You are going to get messy. I always get messy when I cook like this. And then this goes back in the fridge for another ½ hour or so, so that it can all cool down and you can be ready to unmold it. So after this has been sitting in the fridge for about a ½ an hour to an hour, just test to make sure that your chocolate is all solid and it has cooled down completely. Now, because I smoothed this out over the top, it is going to be a little bit difficult to get these out of the mold, but if you just pop them out and clean the edges, what you have is then this really nice, like I said, the candy melts actually work really nicely. I didn't do any real tempering of the chocolate or anything, but they came out really, really nice and shiny. The bottoms aren't perfect, but if you're talking about a homemade candy, it looks really good. So these are really delicious, and they will satisfy your need to make something homemade to bring to maybe a Halloween party this year, and they'll also remind you of a classic candy that you might want to also give out at Halloween.
Mmm, it looks yummy.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. Wait, can I have some?
Of course.
Okay. Yay.
So that was fun, wasn't it, Rupert?
Yeah, and it was yummy too.
It was.
Yeah.
If you like this 3-ingredient recipe, what can you do to show us that you liked it?
You can comment.
You can comment.
And you can share.
And you can share with your friends.
And I forgot the third thing.
The third thing is you can like it for liking it.
You can like it. I like it.
Rupert likes it, so why don't you like it too? And also, just know that we make these 3-ingredient recipes every Thursday.
Every Thursday.
If you are here to talk about long hair, we talk about that on every Tuesday.
I'm not in that one.
No, that one I do by myself.
I don't have long hair.
Nope, none of the puppets have long hair.
No.
And then if you want to talk about being good to yourself, that's George. You know George.
He's a kitty.
He's a kitty. He's a kitty. And
I haven't been on that one, though.
No, it's the other cats and the dogs and things. They are here. The puppy dog. He's there every weekend. And I'm also doing a theater vlog on being on stage and directing and producing and playwriting for theater. So that just shows up every once in a while.
Yay!
So make sure if you like all of these, subscribe, and we will see you again next week with another 3-ingredient recipe.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I love you.